Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. What a thrilling matchup we have here. The Washington Capitals, with their shiny 26-10-3 record, strutting into Buffalo to take on the lowly Sabres, who are just thriving with a 14-21-5 record. Washington's only real competition this season has been themselves, while the Sabres are just, well, they're the Sabres. And yes, Washington won their previous meeting. Shocking, right? The puck drops at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Try to contain your excitement. Washington's offense has been, surprisingly, absolutely stellar, scoring 3 or more goals in 6 of their last 8 games. They're second in goals per game, which is, of course, exactly what you'd expect from a team of their caliber. Dylan Strome leads the charge with a mind-blowing 44 points, because who wouldn't want to be the one carrying this unstoppable force? Meanwhile, Logan Thompson has been practically perfect with a 16-2-2 record and a solid .916 SV%. So, basically just a walk in the park for the Capitals. On the other hand, Buffalo's defense and goaltending have been just fascinating in all the wrong ways. They rank 28th in goals against per game and 21st in shots against per game. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and James Reimer are apparently just playing for fun, as their stats would suggest that they might as well be wearing blindfolds in net. If there's a weak link in the NHL, it's this defense. But hey, they're scoring 3 or more goals in 6 of their last 10 games, which just makes you wonder, why even bother playing defense at all? So, here's the prediction. Washington will cruise to victory because, well, they're much better in every department. The Sabres' defense will crumble like a cookie, and the Capitals will make it look easy. Take Washington on the money line, because anything else would be a comedy. And the over? Yeah, obviously. With Washington scoring at will and Buffalo's defense giving up goals like it's a charity event, the over 6.5 is practically a lock. It's going to be a goal fest, but don't worry, the Capitals will come out on top without breaking a sweat. Here are my prop picks for the Washington Capitals versus Buffalo Sabres game. Washington Capitals team total, over 3.5 goals. The Capitals' offense has been on fire this season, consistently scoring 3 or more goals in 6 of their last 8 games. Buffalo's defense and goaltending have been among the worst in the league, ranked 28th in goals against per game and allowing shots from all areas of the ice. With the Capitals' high-powered offense, led by Dylan Strome and Alex Ovechkin, they should easily surpass the 3.5 goal mark. Given Buffalo's inability to prevent goals, this is a solid pick for a high-scoring night for Washington. Dylan Strome, anytime goal scorer. Dylan Strome has been the engine driving Washington's offensive success, and with 44 points on the season, he's been heavily involved in scoring. Against Buffalo's defenseless goaltending and weak defense, Strome is positioned to score in this matchup. His consistency in putting up points and playing a major role in power plays makes him a great candidate to find the back of the net, especially with Buffalo's tendency to give up goals at a high rate. Capitals to win by 2 to 3 goals. While Washington is undoubtedly the stronger team, they're not going to blow Buffalo out by a massive margin. The Sabres will likely score a few goals in garbage time, but Washington should cruise comfortably to victory. Given Buffalo's defensive struggles and Washington's scoring capabilities, expect the Capitals to win by 2 to 3 goals, especially as they maintain control throughout the game, but don't fully humiliate their opponents. It's a safer margin that accounts for Buffalo's occasional offensive bursts while acknowledging Washington's dominance. First period over 1.5 goals. The first period over 1.5 goals prop in the Washington Capitals versus Buffalo Sabres game is one of the most enticing options for bettors, considering both teams' offensive and defensive tendencies. Here's why this bet stands out. Washington has consistently shown that they are capable of putting up quick goals in the first period, thanks to their highly skilled forwards and offensive depth. Players like Alex Ovechkin, Dylan Strome, and Tom Wilson have the ability to break open a game early with their speed, skill, and shooting accuracy. The Capitals have been especially potent when it comes to scoring early in games, creating scoring chances, and capitalizing on opportunities during the opening frame. Moreover, the Capitals are currently second in the league for goals per game, a statistic that shows their relentless offensive attack. They don't take long to get things going and often find the back of the net early, making the first period a prime time for scoring. The Sabres, on the other hand, have a defense that has been less than ideal all season long. Ranked 28th in goals allowed per game, Buffalo's defensive vulnerabilities are evident, especially early in games when teams tend to catch them off guard. They've struggled to prevent odd man rushes, and their penalty kill is far from stellar. Goaltending has also been shaky, with both Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and James Reimer putting up underwhelming save percentages. Given these factors, it's safe to assume that Washington will find opportunities to score in the first period, and Buffalo, though they're likely to concede, will try to keep up with whatever offensive push they can muster. While Buffalo has defensive woes, their offense isn't entirely dormant. Though they rank 17th in goals per game, they do have playmakers like Tage Thompson and Jason Zucker, who can generate quick shots and scoring chances. Buffalo will likely be on the offensive early, trying to match Washington's pace in what could quickly become a high-scoring affair. With Washington's tendency to score in transition and Buffalo looking to stay in the game, the first period should see enough offensive action to hit the 1.5 goal mark. Looking at both teams' recent performances, Washington has scored 2 or more goals in the first period in multiple games, particularly against teams with weaker defenses, exactly like Buffalo. The Sabres themselves, while struggling to win games, have been involved in shootouts and high-scoring affairs, where both teams score early. The pace of play tends to be high in games involving Buffalo, as they struggle to contain offensive pressure and tend to give up goals early. Logan Thompson, over 27.5 saves. The Logan Thompson, over 27.5 saves prop is an intriguing bet in the Washington Capitals versus Buffalo Sabres matchup. While Washington is heavily favored to win, Logan Thompson, the Capitals goaltender, is still expected to face a significant amount of shots throughout the game. Here's why this bet offers value. While the Sabres are widely known for their defensive deficiencies, their offense isn't without merit. They still have capable forwards like Tage Thompson, Jason Zucker, and Alex Tuch, who can create scoring opportunities. Despite their lack of overall success this season, Buffalo is still managing to generate shots, even if their quality isn't always the best. With Washington likely to dominate the puck possession battle, Buffalo will be forced to shoot from all angles in an attempt to keep the game close. The Sabres are not the type of team to go down quietly, and when trailing, they tend to increase their shot volume as they look for ways to break through Washington's defense. This means Thompson will have to stay sharp and be ready to handle a high volume of shots from various distances. The Capitals are second in the league for goals per game, which indicates that they will likely be able to create scoring chances throughout the game. This will force Buffalo to counter with their offense, which often leads to more shots on goal. As Washington builds a lead, Buffalo will inevitably push for offense, meaning Thompson is likely to be under constant pressure in the crease. Additionally, Washington's offensive depth, led by Alex Ovechkin, Dylan Strome, and Tom Wilson, often results in sustained offensive zone time. While the Caps are likely to outshoot Buffalo overall, Thompson will still face his fair share of shots, particularly during scrambles or when Buffalo has to respond in desperation as they attempt to stay in the game. Given that Washington is expected to win comfortably and Buffalo is likely to be trailing for much of the game, Thompson will have to make numerous saves as the Sabres fire from all angles in an attempt to close the gap. Even if the Capitals establish a lead early, Buffalo will not shy away from firing shots, particularly from their top shooters like Tage Thompson and Jason Zucker. This will give Thompson ample opportunities to rack up saves, even if the Capitals manage to dominate the game offensively. If you're looking for a solid prop bet with good value, taking Logan Thompson over 27.5 saves is an excellent choice, especially considering the expected game flow and Buffalo's tendency to shoot when behind. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.